next one. Hello, chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, hello. What's up, everybody? This is a donation deck number 4 of the night. This is coming to us from Quasi Glue, and we're playing some Golgari boats. I've had a couple people ask me about something similar to this, and I do think that this deck obviously got a pretty big upgrade with Copter, but the idea here is you have kind of the similar shell to Gruul vehicles with the 8 elves, 4 Copter, and like what's nice about Copter in the Elvish Mystic decks is you have more uses to more uses for your Llanowar Elves on turn 4 or 5 where they're normally dead, because they can just crew your Copters, and if you have extras in your hand you can loot them away. So you're using that core with Chariot, but instead of playing red cards that are more aggressive, like a Crow in War, Reckless Stormseeker, Bonecrusher Giant, we're replacing those with better interaction in the form of Fatal Push and Thoughtseize, and then we also have, along with Go for the Throat, and then we also get to play Glissa, which is just a phenomenal 3-drop, blocks basically everything, has a ton of good utility, can kill Planeswalkers, can kill enchantments, just has a ton of stuff going for it, and then arguably the best card in the format, Sheoldred. So you do get a pretty high card quality upgrade, even though you're more of a mid-range deck as opposed to an aggressive deck. Now, the one issue with that is Copter does lend itself to want to be a little bit more aggressive, so that's kind of the one maybe like fundamental flaw I could see in something like this. But the stuff like Fatal Push Thoughtseize lets you play kind of a more mid-range game, since you can kind of dictate the pace of the game, and you know exactly what you need to fight over and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know, just like a different take on the vehicles / boats decks, even though, as you can see, we have no more boats. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'm excited to see how this one goes. I think I'm going to ship this. I will keep this. This hand's very good. This is like the perfect 7. I don't know what to put back. I think it's Go for the Throat on the draw. Could also just be Copter, but then I don't have a good turn 2 play if they kill my elf. I don't think you want to sacrifice any of your other stuff. That could be true. Maybe it's the point that the only good thing to sacrifice is Dreadknight, and you don't want to sack anything else. Also, what about like green-white with almost like green-white tokens with Wedding Announcement plus Redemption? Is that too slow for Standard? Because like those cards seem reasonably, they seem like they work together in a weird sense. I guess I wish I put back a Copter, huh? I'll definitely get into Standard, get into the weeds. I want to try my own stuff though. I don't want to just play like stock decks. Like I feel like when I've had success in Standard in the past, it's been brewing decks. And I think that there's probably a lot of room for innovation in Standard. Did I play Shelly or Chariot? It's gotta be Shelly, right? Probably, yeah, I'll probably stream Arena. I have a lot of the decks right now. So when we get into when we start the Standard arc, I'll probably end up streaming some Arena. It's inevitable, because it's just so hard to play Standard on Moto. The queues just don't fire that often. Like, the last time I played Standard on Moto, it took me 10 minutes to find a match in a league, and I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to do that. I'd rather just shell out the money and play some Arena. Am I dead? Probably dead. Not dead. That's good. See, our opponent here is not as skilled as our last Amalia opponent. I guess that's a good point, yeah. They'll probably fire more often when there's more Standard, when people care more about Standard. It's a very good point. Oh, right, they just crack food. Do you think they don't know? Maybe they don't know. Should I play as if they don't know? Yeah, they could just crack food. Maybe I have to play as if they don't know. Because I probably can't win if they do know, right? Okay. For a minute. It seems like they don't know, because they're F6ing. Gonna make a food? Okay. Dude, imagine if I won this game. That would be unreal if I won this game. Well, the shitty thing is, they're eventually going to get to a point where they're going to crack food because they're getting low. You know what I mean? So it's like, even if they don't know, they're just going to have to crack a food at some point, and then they're going to find out. Okay. This is insane. Yeah, that's the issue. Is like, I think they definitely don't know, but they're eventually going to be forced into a position where they have to figure it out, you know? Okay, well. Alright, I guess we just died anyways. That's insane, dude. We almost won that game because my opponent just didn't know what their cards did. Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious. Can you queue can you get a free 64-player queue? I'm not sure that you can. I can check. I don't think you can, but I'll check. Yeah, you can't do the 64-player queue, so it has to be a league. Yeah, see the vintage point? Can you enter an elimination? No, it's only the queue. It's only the leagues. Okay, I think what I was doing against Amalia before was cutting all my copters. I don't know if that's right. And I'm going to shave like 2 elves. Do I want to bring in ley lines or no? I don't think so. Actually, Chariot's probably worse than Copter, right? Chariot's kind of ass against them. Could bring in 2 Duress. I think Chariot's way worse than Copter, Tonber. They're both pretty bad. But I do think Chariot's worse, because it's like a thing you have to tap out for that just doesn't do anything. You know, has no text. At least Copter can kind of pressure them early and also dig you to your sideboard cards, right? I think that's the idea. I'm going to keep this. They don't have removal. Wouldn't I be using the sideboard for the Amalia matchup? You mean the knights that I boarded in? Yes. I did board them in, right? Yeah, I boarded them in. I had 2 on my sideboard. Alright, please give me a land. Thank you. Nice Duress. Thanks, Tonber. Shout out to Tonber, by the way. Nice Duress. Oh, for Blue-Black Phoenix. Probably, yeah. Probably fine. You're not supposed to fire it right away? I mean, why would I not cast it that turn? I had an extra mana. I 100% should have cast it that turn. Okay. Hold up my Fatal Push. Why would I do that? I don't need to hold up Fatal Push on 2. There's like almost no reason to do that, right? Do I kill this thing main phase? I'm going to Duress them first. Hopefully they drew a spell. God damn it. Okay, I'm passing. If they draw exactly Coco, then fuck me. They did draw a second Amalia. This is all Tomber's fault, by the way. This is all Tomber's fault. It's the last time I listen to you, buddy. Up A3. Probably was better to cast Go for the Throat. I think I hold the second one. You think so? Yeah, maybe. Maybe I should hold the second one. Wait, no, I know they have Amalia in hand, right? Yeah. Why did I cross out the second Amalia? I know for a fact they have Amalia in hand. Alright, I'm discarding this. I could get greedy and, like, draw a card and then just die. Although, had I cast the correct spell last turn, then I would have been fine. I should have cast Go for the Throat last turn. That was stupid. Because, like, every card in their deck is fatal pushable. They don't play 3s most of the time. Guess they have, like, the Specialist in the sideboard, but yeah, whatever. Okay, so I should kill... I mean, I have to kill the Amalia, right? Because we know they have 2 more walkers. Yeah, we gotta kill Amalia. I'm at 9. Okay. Also bad. Feels like you're playing different formats. I agree. I definitely agree with that. It's just like their fair plan is just so fucking good too. The hell is Takenuma? 5 mana 7/7 trample phasing at the beginning of your upkeep. All lands you control phase out. That is the worst card that I've ever read in my entire life. And I'm not joking you when I say that. I mean, I got all more removal, but it's not going to do anything. They're in as 2 walkers and 1 unknown. We're just losing to their shitters, you know? Yeah. Yep, 1 more walker too. Fucking hell. I have to kill both these walkers. It feels so bad, but I just have to. Even knowing they have another walker in hand, I have to kill both of them. They drew quite well. For sure. They definitely drew well. Okay, last card's walker. Are they not casting it? Not casting it. Do I have any outs? I don't think I have outs. Alright, dead. Man, tough game. Gruul Vehicles post Atlanta. I don't know. I'm not sure what to think about Gruul Vehicles post Atlanta. I don't think that my deck choice was necessarily bad. Basically, I think 1 of my 4 losses could have been definitely would have been avoidable. I just ran into some not great matchups, like I lost to Convoke, which we expected a lot of people to play, but I did lose to Convoke, which I think is a bad matchup for Gruul. And then I lost to Greasefang and Enigmatic Incarnation, two decks of which I did not think a lot of people would play, and I knew were bad matchups for Gruul going into the event. I picked my deck because I tuned it against the expected field of Phoenix, Rakdos, and Malia, and I just didn't play against a lot of those decks. And, that's going to happen with larger tournaments like that. It's just kind of a, you can only do so much with what you're preparing for. Their hand is sketch. Do I just take the Binding and the Touch and leave them with 2 uncastables? That's kind of a... Well, I guess this is not uncastable, right? I could also just take Enigmatic Fable. Leave them with Binding Touch. Just let them kill the Chariot. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I could also just not cast the second Thoughtseize, right? But, like, if I don't cast Thoughtseize and they draw a red source, it's kind of a disaster. I'm going to take the Fable. How many times do you think I played Amalia during Atlanta? What did you play? Did you play your Greasefang deck? I'm willing to pay 2 life to deal them 1 damage. You played Yorion Fires, which I have to imagine has a decent Amalia matchup. You probably played against it... if you're saying this, you probably played against it 0 times. Because you probably would want to play against it. Yeah. I only played against it once on day 1. It was so funny. I looked at their deck list. This was like, I think round 3. Yeah, it was round 3. And I looked at their deck list, and I was like, oh, they don't have a single out to Ferocidon game 1, so I just mulled the 5. I just mulliganed to a hand that had Elf plus Redemption, and just went turn 1 Elf, turn 2 Redemption, turn 3 put Frost on and play, and they just scooped. it was great. Now, I'm not saying that every deck list, but it is good to know. That's why open deck list is so great, because you know if they have outs to it or not. I mean, not all Amalia players had outs to Ferocid on game 1, right? I believe so, yeah. I believe they all are open deck lists. So we don't know what their last card is besides Karuga. I think I'm drawing a card. Trying to find Thoughtseize. Okay, bricked. Kind of sucks because they're just gonna gas Karuga next turn. Fuck, dude. I'm gonna just kill our shit. Last card's Karuga, just draw 3. Fuck me. God damn. Deckman almost played 4 Dino that weekend. I had 1 main, 2 board. I thought about the 4th in the board. I definitely thought about it. Well, it's weird too because, like, one thing I found out is that Gruul is just a good Ferocidon deck, Like, it's just a card that you don't mind having in your main deck. Like, if you just played 4, instead of, like, I don't know, whatever your worst 3-drop is, it's just not that bad of a card in the Gruul deck in general. Especially in a deck as aggressive as Gruul. Alright, if they never ever draw Enigmatic Incarnation, we can win this game. Otherwise, we are toast. Seems like they brick so far. I think, maybe? Is that Cope? Go for the throw would be nice. Well, I'm going to attack you with the card that I can attack you with. If you have an answer, you have an answer. I just fucking send everything. Yeah, send everything is good. Okay. They may have lockdown. No, if they had lockdown, they would have cast it last turn. I don't know what the fuck happened that game. How did I win that game? My brother in Christ. They just draw like 7 lands in a row or some shit. They drew 3 off of Karuga. Like, what the fuck? I don't know how that happened. That was weird as shit. I mean, we take those. We do, in fact, take those. It's a W in my book. I think Enigmatic is pretty well positioned right now besides Blue-White and Lotus. I don't know, the Phoenix matchup has always been kind of sketchy. It fluctuates depending on how many counterspells they have in their sideboard. So, before, when Mono Green was more popular, they would just have like 4 Aether Gusts in their sideboard, and they would just incidentally have a bunch of 2-mana, insane cards against the Enigmatic deck. Can I keep this hand? No, there's no way. Yeah, this one's better. I'm gonna put back Chariot. Well, Chariot or second Elf? That's close. Maybe it's second Elf. Actually, it is second Elf, I think. Or on the draw. Wouldn't Phoenix play 2 D-Stroke for Karn? Yeah, I think they usually had like 3 Gust, 2 D-Stroke. But still, like, that's a lot of counter spells. I don't think they have nearly that many nowadays. God, this album is crazy. I cannot even tell you how many times I've listened to this album, like, on repeat. It's so fucking good. Play Fable. Play Fable, you won't. I'm gonna blow it up. Okay, that pause means they almost certainly have Lockdown in their hand. I'm going to go to combat, draw a card, see what they do. This is messed up, by the way. This card is so fucking good. I think I have to Thoughtseize here. Okay, nice hand, dude. Guess I wish I attacked with Alpha. Maybe I was supposed to Thoughtseize pre-combat. Yeah, I mean, I just missed the point of damage, right? There's no chance where I'm not... There's never a world where I'm not casting Thoughtseize there, right? Yeah, I think that's just a missed point of damage. One of my favorite shows that I've ever been to. They put on such an insane live show. It's absurd. Tainted Remedies in the sideboard when you don't need them. You get to play the Knight. This is just a better version of that card. It's more aggressive. Cruise Copter. Could really use a black source right about now. Sure could use a black source. Definitely could use a land that taps for black mana. Please and thank you. It's too easy. I still think I might play Chariot this turn. Crazy? I don't think that's crazy at all. I think it's correct. Might have been better to not use the elf to crew. How about that? In case I drew a second elf. But if I draw a second elf, I'm probably just discarding elf to Copter anyways. Sure. Alright, they're just dead. So what you're telling me is that you're dead. So that's what you're telling me. Okay, crew this. Crew this. Yeah, chat, this one's Jover. This one is Jover, folks. Even have the backup Chariot just in case. There has never been a game that's been more over before in my life. We can do Fatal Push my Sheoldred? Sure. Fine. Bitter Triumph. Resolves. You got it, buddy. You can have that one. That's fine. That one's gonna resolve. I am commentating NRG Champs. I don't know which days. They haven't sent us the schedule yet. I don't know if I'm doing both days. But I'm definitely doing some amount of commentating on that weekend. As soon as I get the schedule, I'll let you know. But I definitely will be commentating. I did shorten to max. I tested positive on Monday. I'm feeling a lot better than I was on Monday, though, for sure. Med's definitely kicking in. Do I board anything against Rakdos? Like maybe Terras? Got like 2 elves for 2 Terras. It's fine, I guess. Sand seems fine. It's alright. I've kept worse hands. I too love Terras. I love to tear the ass asunder. Something like that. Don't clip that, please. You haven't got sick in over a decade? Must be nice. I wish that my immune system was that good. It's the second time I've had COVID. Took my Dreadknight, that's rude. Yours is that good? Ain't no way. I don't get sick, and exchange my body just always aches with every step I take. Yeah, that's fair. It's the trade-off, right? Ooh, they didn't have a removal spell. Interesting. I don't have Sheoldred. I think I attack first. Because they're more likely to kill the Glissa. If I play Sheoldred first, they 100% kill that. Right. Okay. Do you think they have a second removal spell? Question mark? God damn it, they do. Fuck me. Madge. Okay, you can have that one. That's fine. Come on. Stop with the removal spells over there, my guy. What was the name of the song before this one? 7 Years by Seosin. There. Mutavault. Alright, kill this thing. Kill this thing. Kill it all. It's all dead. It's all dead. Dead. I told you, it's all dead. If you play anything, it is immediately deceased. Immediately deceased. You are not untapping with anything. Not today, not yesterday, not ever. That was a really good draw. That was a really good draw. I think it's Fatal Push one of the tokens, but that's fine. They don't. That's interesting. Sure. I mean, this is kind of like, this is why you play green into the Rakdos matchup, right? Like, they just have such a hard time dealing with this card. I mean, they've already gone through 2 Act and a Bitter Triumph. Do you think they found another answer to Chariot? I mean, I could just play around that, I guess, right? Slightly worse into the push we know about. Whatever, I'm just going to go to combat. They're not casting Fatal Push. I'm so confused by that. What are they saving this for? I don't get it. They can't push my Chariot. I don't know why they're not casting this card. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, maybe they're saving it for Hive. Alright, well. Okay. So maybe they didn't have a removal spell for Chariot. They just like didn't care if I made stuff. Because if I made more tokens, they would just get killed by the Path of Peril anyways. So it's possible they don't have an answer to Chariot. It's a weird game. So we know they have 1 Fatal Push. I could animate Hive and go to combat. I guess I'm into it. Just not animate the Copter yet. Okay, eat this. They push this, but then we can animate the Copter next turn. Now that we got the push out of their hand. I think doing it that way is fine, just to force the push out. I guess now if they play Sheoldred, we don't have a good answer to it. Please do this. I do not care if they do this. Okay. That's fine. Oh, that's not fine. That is... okay. Do I offer the trade of Chariot for Kalidas? I think I'm pretty happy with that trade, right? The other option is loot and try to hit an untapped land to push Kalidas. Huh. Tough call. They can sack the zombie. Not now. They're tapped out. I think I'm going to offer the trade. I think it's really close. Yeah, it's just like, the way they played a couple of turns ago, it kind of makes me think they may have an answer to the Chariot, so it's like really nice to get a free attack in while I can, you know? Because there's no guarantee that I get an attack in next turn, right? I think this is fine. You need some Paxlovid? I wish I could, like, send it to you via the interwebs. It does wonders, Joey. Wonders. Would highly recommend. coming from somebody who took it. It's not that bad. At least it wasn't that bad for me. Well, I shouldn't have F6'd, but obviously I should have blocked the token with Copter. But I didn't because I F6'd. What if I just, like, did this? I'm into it. It's a little aggressive. Go to 6. Surely they don't have a third Kalitas, right? There's 0 chance that my opponent is playing 3 copies of Kalitas. I just refuse to believe that. There just ain't no way. Okay, I'm just going to cast that, crew the Copter with it. I find it sus that they even have 1 copy of Kalitas. I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but I'm glad that you said it, you know. We're on the same page. Okay. So, block push, go to 2. Looks like block push, go to 2 to me. Sure. Alright, you're 2. Your turn. I now present 3 lethal attackers. All of my creatures can deal lethal damage to you. Yeah, Kalitas, more like Kalit ass. Get it? Because it's ass. Was that good? We'll work on it. I'm going to attack you. I promise I'm going to attack you. Okay. I mean, there's no way you have double Fatal Push, right? It just wouldn't make sense for you to have double Fatal Push. Bro, come on! They have Noxious Grasp? Come on, dog. I mean, I'm like... I'm still fine, but... Noxious Grasp. Bruh. Okay. It's pretty bad. Alright, Sheoldred, please. We may actually lose this fucking game. Okay. It's not Jover yet. This has been an insane game, by the way. Yeah, this game has been nuts. I mean, it's kind of what happens in these, like, mid-range mirrors. Technically did put a third Kalitas on the stack. Like, they cast Kalitas 3 times this game. So.
Actually, it is the third Kalitas.
Yeah, this is where Kroxa would end it. Oh, you're saying if they cast Kroxa? I mean, if they draw Kroxa, we can still just draw a removal spell to kill them. It's pretty good. It's not a bad draw. I would say an above average one. They can't attack. Do we go for it? Do we just believe they didn't draw another removal spell? I mean, look, they've cast Heartless, Bitter, Kolaghan's Command, Noxious Grass, Power Word Kill, Push. There's, like, no way they drew another removal spell, right? There's just no way. There's just no way. There's just no way. Alright. Like, you can't draw the 10th removal spell, my guy. Like, come on, dog. We gotta be reasonable here. Jesus Christ. Keep. This hand's really good. Do I think the Kalitas player is a reasonable person? Well, I mean, if they've chose to put Kalitas in their deck over Sheoldred, then probably not. Archfiend Trophy. Ooh, a Golgari mirror match. Archfiend Trophy, Mosswood Sentinel. I, like, actively want them to cast Trophy, right? I'm definitely taking a threat. Which threat do I take? It might just be this. Is that crazy? I don't think it's crazy. I'll take this. Yeah. It's just too good against us, I agree. I wonder if they have Copter in their deck. Considering cutting Sheoldred for Kalitas in my Timeless deck, granted I have Necropotence. Yeah, it's a little bit different when you have, like, external factors. Ooh, now I could Thoughtseize Mosswood. I'm kind of down with Thoughtseize Mosswood. Imagine they trophy my Copter in response, and I get to cast Glissa. Oh, they just drew back-to-back Abrupt Decays. Well, that's unfortunate. Fuck. I was hoping they would only have one removal spell, and I would just get to slam the Copter in there, or force them to trophy the Copter. Now I think I have to take the Archfiend. But I guess the Sentinel also kind of cooks me. Double Decay is rough. This Archfiend just fucking destroys me, right? I have to take it. And then we just go Dreadknight, no crew. I mean, if I'm not going to crew, I'm going to just draw a card, right? Yeah. I'm not going to crew anyways. They're going to cast Decay. That's a good one. Gets around Decay. Yeah. They could trophy that, but that's fine. So they go Land Sentinel. Yeah. Their hand is Decay Trophy X. That is not a land. Can go Mystic Dreadknight. I don't want to just play the Glissa into the Decay. I think this is better. God, the Sentinel just destroys us, though. We can't ever attack into it. Can't double block because we know they have Decay. And they have Shelly covered with Trophy. It's pretty good. No land would be nice. Okay, it'll land off that. Yeah, Sentinel's really good. I think we should be playing this card in our deck. Maybe you're right, Chet. I think we should just not be playing Elves. Even if you're playing a bunch of 4-drops, you just don't have to put cards like this in your deck. You can just cast them on turn 4, and they're still really good, right? Like, that's what Rakdos does. They just play a bunch of 4-drops anyways, right? Okay. That helps. It definitely helps. It's going to be a pain to grind through their Dreadknight, though. Well, I mean, I think for a deck like Gruul, it does make sense because Gruul is a lot more aggressive. Would you agree with that? Like, it makes more sense in the Gruul deck. But when you're less aggressive, it makes less sense. Right, that's the upside, is the Elves do crew Copter. So they give you, like, more 1-mana bodies to crew Copter. And that is kind of nice, because it lets you curve out a little bit better, too. Yeah, maybe just play, like, 4 or 6 or something. Okay, their hand is Decay Trophy Tomb X. They're thinking about decaying my Elf, which I think I'd be pretty happy with, because that frees up the Glizzy. Didn't they play Tomb? No, they didn't play Tomb. This was the one they played Deathcap Glade and then popped their map. I was hoping they would trade. I think I'm playing Sheoldred just to be mana efficient, because what's going to happen is they have the trophy now, which gives me a land, and then maybe I can double spell next turn with Glissa. I don't know. But like no matter what I play, it's dead, right? So might as well just be more mana efficient. I guess the argument for holding Sheoldred is if I draw Thoughtseize, it's better to like take their trophy and then play this, because this is a better card in play to have than Glissa for sure. I could bait Fatal Push, but I'll just get a Forest because I want more green mana. I'm at 8. They draw another Dreadknight. Oh. They draw Trespasser? Oh, that's bad too. Yeah, fuck me, I guess. And they have the Glissa covered too. We just can't win. Their deck definitely seems a lot better suited for this type of mirror match. Like, we have a bunch of elves and cards that don't matter, and their deck is just all bangers. This just seems like an impossible matchup, the way their deck is set up. We just have so many more bricks than they do. Probably one event. The problem with event is, like... I mean, I guess if we get into a position where, like, we have Glissa and they have Mosswood Sheoldred, then it's really good. But, like, if we both have Mosswood or we both have Sheoldred, then it could be kind of awkward, right? That's the issue I see with it. Maybe it's still fine, though. We can just cut the 5th elf or the 6th elf. I'll play one copy. I think it's okay. It's like a nice miser to have. Did the game start yet? No, it starts in like an hour, right? Is there like an update on Olave that I need to check? He's still playing, right? He didn't like randomly just miss the game or something? Yeah, no new updates. I mean, you have to play him, I think. He crushed last week. Or the week before last week, sorry. Alright, play first. It's fine. It's just hard to mulligan in matchups like this. I'm curious at whether or not they have Copter in their deck. Interested to see what their list looks like. Tilt. Chariot's good in this matchup. Yeah, Chariot's like my best card for sure. I wonder if they have Chariot. I wonder how vehicle heavy they are. Okay. I am not going to crew. I'm just gonna pass. They obviously have Fatal Push. I can just like force them to hold up a mana, and like maybe crew in a spot where they maybe don't want to cast Fatal Push. Double crew next turn or something. Just no reason to crew into open mana. Could also draw Thoughtseize. Not that I would want to take Fatal Push with Thoughtseize, but maybe, you know. If their hand is like Fatal Push and a bunch of uncastables, then I would take Fatal Push. Run away, run away. Chad, are we hyped for Cube for charity next week? Dude, I'm so excited. We're going to be streaming a lot during those 2 days. A lot. Mucho day streaming. Hey, the thing that I said I wanted to draw and I got paid off for not crewing last turn. It's funny how magic works. Deal. Okay. I hate this card, by the way. I think this card's unplayable. Heartless Ooze, Archfiend, Event, Trespasser. So I take Event, crew Copter, make them cast Heartless, and play Sheoldred. Okay. Noted. Run away, run away. They see through my... They see through me. I think they shouldn't cast the Heartless Act, by the way. I think they should not cast it. Meltdown. Like, it's pretty clear that I have Sheoldred, right? They should just end of turn it. I don't think they should cast it here. Just give me a loot, you know? What's one loot? It's not like looting is card advantage anyways. It's so obvious that I have the Sheoldred. Yeah, they should just give me a loot there. Their hand's not very good. I mean, I guess this card's good, but if they tap out for this and I draw a removal spell, the game's over. So let's hope we do that. Run away, run away. Sure. Yep. Are they double blocking? And they didn't play the Hive this turn, so we know their whole hand. Oh, I could just event Odd. When they include a meltdown. I can just push a lot of damage here. I'm even going to do this. This might be a little too aggressive, but this puts them to 3. I think it's worth it. Because they have the ooze. They can gain a little bit of life. Maybe this is too aggressive. So they can go ooze, go up to 5. Still don't have a good blocker for Sheoldred. No, this is fine. This is fine. Okay. It's not bad either. So, attack with everything. They're at 3. They can go animate Mutavault. Go to 4. Eat cat, chump Sheoldred, go to 2, still die? Okay, they're still dead on board. And if they drew a removal spell, they go kill this, eat, block. Yeah, this puts you still dead on board, my guy. Not necessarily true, because they can upkeep eat with ooze. Right, okay. There's no more creatures, though, right? Yeah, there's just no more creatures. Okay, go. Maybe that means... Now, if they drew a removal spell, they would just kill the Sheoldred, right? I guess they could, with the trigger on the stack, if they drew a removal spell, they could go kill this, eat it, go to 1. That's their out. They have to draw a removal spell off of this. Yeah, that works. Kill this, eat it, go to 1. That would theoretically work. I guess that was their only out. Dude, I am so ready to eat some chicken noodle soup tonight. I'm going to eat some chicken noodle soup. I'm going to watch the Saints whoop some ass. I'm going to watch Chris Olave score like 30 points and get 3 touchdowns and 150 yards. It's going to be a good night. Anybody have Chris Olave in fantasy, or is it just me? I can't be the only one, you know. It's got to be somebody else. You have Kamara? Nice. Kamara's good. Got ties to the ghosts I've left behind. I went 6-4 before I dropped Maverick. You have Olave, but I'm out. Yeah. I was the 1 seed going into the playoffs. Oh, shit. That's bad. Now what? This is a really interesting turn. What if I just let them have Glissa? Is that crazy? I could get, like, pretty aggressive and just go Elf, Crew, attack, play second Copter. Which kind of sets me up pretty nicely for next turn. Because next turn I can go Glissa, Crew both, go to combat. If they push, that turns on my push for their Glissa. The other option is, like, Glissa Pass. But Glissa Pass is just so fucking bad into a removal spell. I think I'm just going to let them get 1 card off their Glissa. I think I like my line. Because I am kind of the beatdown in this matchup. Jesus Christ. Never thought I'd discard a Dreadknight in this matchup, but I think it's correct. Yeah. That's wild. My hand is so good that I'm just like, yeah, I don't need that. I'm good. I guess it's kind of awkward if they just push my elf right now. That could be a little dicey. But then I could just race them. I could just go Chariot, double Crew, and just say fuck it, you know? Yeah, I have Tyreek as well. Thankfully, I had a bye last week, and I did not have to play. Because if I didn't have a bye, I'd be in a much worse position. Don't play Sheoldred. Don't do that. You wouldn't do that to me, right? You wouldn't do that to me. And I guess Archfiend's pretty bad, too. I know, I just can't attack. Okay, well, that's awkward. Shit. Shit. Could go like Boseiju, Chariot, leave up Blooming Marsh, Crew, attack. They just don't block, though. They just take 6. And then even if they do block, I lose a Copter, push the Archfiend. It's still bad for me. It's still really bad for me. I think I want to just go like... I'm thinking Boseiju, Glissa, leave up Blooming Marsh, and leave Elf untapped and just pass. Yeah, I think I like that. I think this makes it the most likely I'm going to be able to push this turn. Unless they just don't attack, in which case, like, fine, we're just staring at each other. They probably only attack with Archfiend. I really hope they attack with this, because then I can go trade, first strike, kill each other, then push this and take no damage. Well, I take 2 off the Archfiend trigger, but whatever, that's fine. Sure, I'm okay with that. Oh, thank you, Like You Mean It. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. The meds have definitely helped. Feeling a lot better than I was the past couple of days. My voice is still kind of shot, as you can probably tell, but my symptoms overall have been a lot better. Yeah, this is like best case scenario for me. First strike damage. Push this, take no damage this turn. Couldn't have worked out better. Hopefully they just cast this, then we just crunch them with the Copters. Wonder if they have, like, Extinction Event. Oh, that's fine. I mean, Event would be pretty brutal if they had it. Which means I'm going to leave up the Blooming Marsh. Because if they Event even, then I can push the Sentinel. Perfect. So they take 6, go to 9. Yeah, we should be chilling. I mean, Event is worst case scenario, but if they Event even, we lose these 2, then just push this. Not that big of a deal. It's been a good game. One nice thing is I feel like I have my energy back. My energy was so drained the past couple of days, and that's been the best feeling. Just like feeling like I'm not in pain a lot, you know. That was definitely the worst part of it. Feels so bad. Okay. Trying to think if I play the Sheoldred pre-combat. Because I can go land, Sheoldred. Well, there's no reason to play the land, right? Because I just go tap Elf. Oh no, I have to play the land because I need 3 black. Just going all in at this point. They have 4 cards in hand. Like, how many removal spells do you think they have? It has to be at least 1. Alright, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to make my play. I don't know if this is right. Feels fine, though. So we go Crew here. Crew here. Crew here. Go to combat. That they can't kill everything, you know. And if they're killing 2 of my vehicles, that means they're not killing Sheoldred, which is also very good for me. I kind of think they also have Fatal Push. They don't have Revolt, right? What if I just did this? And they just don't even cast my Fatal Push. Yeah, I'm into it. I could also just keep that. Why do I care about the Fatal Push? Yeah, I don't care about it. The Sentinel just doesn't matter at this point, right? I don't think it does. I'm just going to play up Dreadknight. And they have to cast the Fatal Push now, probably. Well, I guess they can go to 1. Going to 1 is so sketch, though. If they have a land explorer into a 1/1, you're dead. How am I dead? I'm at 16. I'm not even close to dead, right? I don't understand how I'm dead. I'm not even close to dead, right? And I can like find a blocker off of the Copters, which I did. I think upkeep removal spell makes sense. Or not. Okay, that's good for me. So they map. They hit a land. They have Boseiju, which is a pretty good land. Because that can kill Copter. It's like drawing a spell. Now they have Revolt. Heartless Act. Oh, that one's on top, thankfully. It's a little too late for that. They did keep it. Yeah, pretty much some good stuff. It's a little bit different. That's pretty good. They have 3 activations. Kind of want that pushback. So here's the thing. If they Boseiju my Copter, they don't have 3 activations. So if I crew Copter with Elf and go to combat, what happens if I just send everything? Let me get this song request from Shorov. But Magic is a really hard game. I don't know if you guys knew that. It's a very complex children's card game. So fire up Copter, they Boseiju. I send everything. They put Skews on Cat, Dreadknight on Sheoldred, Sentinel on Dreadknight. Gain a life, go up to 5. Take 2, go to 3. Draw phase, go to 1. Heartless Act, kill Sheoldred, then I'm just dead. The one nice thing about that line is it puts the Dreadknight in the graveyard, so I can just cast it again. I guess they don't even have to block the Dreadknight, though. They can just block the 2 cats and let me hit with this. I mean, I'm, like, so fucked if I don't do this, so might as well try it. If I don't do anything, then I'm in a horrible position. Like, if I just pass, they draw Heartless Act, kill Sheoldred, then I can't win the game. So I might as well try for something. I hope they mess up. It's not a great attack, though. Because they can just, again, chump to 8 both cats, take 3, go to 1. 3, go to 1. Up to 2, draw phase, trigger on the stack, eat something with ooze, go to 3, then go to 1, kill Sheoldred. I was hoping they would mess up and block the Dreadknight. Yeah, we're just Omega dead. It's been a really good game. I don't know if I messed up. Maybe I messed up by discarding the push. Could have also drawn a card instead of playing the 3/2 last turn. Maybe that was a mistake. Tough game. Oh, they're giving me a chance. Hold on. Hold. Chat, hold. Pause champ. I don't know if we have outs. What the fuck? Wait, they threw. Well, that's awkward. They forgot to activate the skews. Whoops. Oh, man. That was a shitty way for the game to end. I was gonna die, too. Man. That was weird. I feel bad now. Yeah, they just misclicked. They forgot to activate the ooze. That sucks, dude. Alright, let's get a 4-1 prediction going. Yeah, I guess paid actor. I'm gonna ship this. Keep this. Football's starting? Yeah, but it's a terrible game. What is basic mountain pass? Oh yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. The meds definitely helped. Probably gonna take my last dose tonight and then call it a day. I've always wanted to try out one of those like racing simulator games. It looks super fun. They're just not casting a thing? Got the Kumano, though. Why are you not casting a creature? Brother. Brother. Just don't lightning strike me, please. I hope their hand is all shocks. And they have to double shock this. Or nothing. Nothing also works. What is they just gonna play like a Osier or something? Bruh. What the fuck? Kinda sus. Kinda sus. Up high in your head, down low. I accept. I want to cast the Esika's Chariot card. I want to do that. It's good with the exception of Amalia. I just like saying shit like that to trigger Tonber, you know? That's bait. That's bait right there. That's bait. Oh, doggy. Judge, my opponent cast Torpran. I don't know what to feel about this. What if I just took 4? Thoughts? Yeah, I'm into it. I could trade, but then I can't crew the Chariot if I trade. I think I like this better. No, I just like can't lose the game. I missed 2 points of damage, but who gives a shit? I don't think this game's going to be decided by 2 points of damage. Maybe it is. Torbrand has a nice throat. True. I did go for it. Torch the tower, my 2/2. Okay. Attack for 2? Okay. What's up, April Turtles? I'm having a good night. Second copy of Esika's Chariot. Marcus Chariota. I guess I'll cast that. Are they going to beat 4 tokens? They could, like, double shock my Chariot. I thought about going to combat first, but, I mean, this is also fine. Alright, you're dead. We're done. We're done. And before they have, like, some kind of weird sweeper main deck. Flame Sweep. The song is a banger, by the way. Alright, you're dead. Okay, mono red. Let's bring in Extinction Event, because our opponent has creatures that may be odd or even mana value. See, I guess the real question is, what if their creatures are neither odd or even? You know, what do we do? Like, what do we do with these Extinction Events if they play those creatures? I don't know if anybody has ever asked that question before. What do they know? 64 mans aren't firing? Really? I'm kind of surprised by that. I think there was like a couple last season that didn't fire, but is it like consistently not firing? Like back-to-back ones? Yeah, I guess that's probably just not an event at that point. Got a Pioneer deck, but it never fires at locals. That's kind of sucks. Pioneer is really fun. I like it. I'm going to read this card, but I'm probably not going to take it. Whenever you activate a loyalty ability of a Chandra Planeswalker, you may pay an additional colorless mana. If you do, copy that ability. You may choose new targets for the copy. Colorless tap, discard a mountain card or a red card. Draw a card. Noted. Noted. I don't know about that one. The rest of the cards look cool, but I don't know about that one. That one's kind of sus. How would you pay 1.5 mana for a spell? Wasn't there a card from, like, an unset that was like, I think it was called Little Girl or something. It was like a 1.5, 1.5. Song request, Regulate, Warren G, and Nate Dogg. All right, you don't have to song request that one. I'll give you that one in the house because I want to hear it. It's also a banger. What a fucking banger this song is. Only the requirement, chat, is you have to spam Cat Jam. Every single person in chat has to spam Cat Jam. God, this song is so good. Come on, more people. Cat Jam, let's go. Cat Jam, come on, keep going. Keep going. This song is so good. Kumano. I think it's required to play this song if opponent plays Regulator. I agree. If my opponent casts a card named Chandra's Regulator, I'm just going to always play this song. I agree. I think it is a requirement. Our opponent looks very dead. Like, very, very dead. I don't know if you guys know this, but this card's really good. Like, really good. Can you believe that people don't play this card in their black decks? So they get to kill Glissa. It's fine. Can't really attack, though, can they? Yeah, they don't attack. 2, 3, 4. I probably should cast Thoughtseize this turn, right? Thoughts on ignoring Chandra? Is that cap? It's kind of capped, yeah. Just gives them a free card. I don't know how much I care about Chandra, though. The game is so close to over. If I deal them 7, they go to 5. Then they go to 3. Just want to see what their last card is. That's a good Thoughtseize. They hit Torch. Forgot they were going to get an Inti trigger. I mean, it's fine. Banger. If they discard, they go to 4. Oh no, this doesn't trigger the Sheoldred, right? I'm dumb. Inti is really good. And they drew Kumano. Spikefield Hazard. And they can cast Torch this turn, but I don't think that's enough, right? Yeah, they're just dead. They can Torch Spikefield, but that doesn't kill Sheoldred. Okay, I'm going to attack you. Cool. Sheoldred, good card. Folks, for those of you watching and listening at home, I don't know if you know this, but Sheoldred the Apocalypse is a good magic card. 4-1. 4-1 deck felt pretty good. We probably should have 3-2'd. Our, Golgari Mirror opponent did misclick in that game 3. But I don't know, this deck felt pretty good. I would like to experiment a little bit more with shaving on the number of elves. Like, I don't know what the correct number of elves to play. I don't think it's 8, though. I think it's more likely to be somewhere between 4 and 6. Maybe 5 is the sweet spot. And then we can make room for more 3-drops. Like, Sentinel of the Nameless City, I think, is one thing that I want to explore. Potentially going, like, 2 Go for the Throat, 1 Abrupt Decay. I don't like Trophy, though. I would not play Assassin's Trophy. I like the 4 Chariot, 3 Sheoldred, 4-drop split. I think 3 Gliss is good. Maybe the 4th Dreadknight could be good too. Maybe you can go to 23 lands. Although, if you're cutting elves, then I probably wouldn't recommend cutting a land. So keep that in mind. But yeah, the shell is pretty good. I think the combination of like Copter with Chariot and Sheoldred is a good base. And then like that combined with Thoughtseize push is a recipe for some good stuff. So I like the deck. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next one. Everybody say bye, YouTube. Bye, YouTube. All right, let's pay out this prediction. 4-1, yes. Let's open up our chests, and then I'm gonna...